Welcome to Sake and Hot Tubs with Fred and Lisa, where big ideas start small, just like conversations shared over a glass of sake and a soak in the hot tub. So pull up a chair, pour a glass, and let's dive in, because in this hot tub, ideas don't float, they take shape.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, it was really nice to
Appreciate
meet you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Love to meet you, and we're going to be coming back and trying some
We'll be here.
Routine.
Yeah.
and some curds. So
Awesome.
awesome.
With Sake and Hot Tubs, and we're interviewing.
Eric Campbell with Campbell's Concessions.
Hello.
I love it because we've had such fun conversation. I mean, aside from everything State Fair,
Right.
football, Iowa State.
Yeah. We love our state.
We love our state. Like
Great.
everything about Iowa and everything converges.
Everybody always comes back to the Iowa State Fair.
They do.
No matter what part of the state of Iowa, everything still comes to the Iowa State Fair. In one way or another. Agricultural, Iowa Beef Expo, World Pork, anything I do it up at Iowa State football that we do concessions there.
Yep.
I do Newton Racetrack. Any kind of festival. I go to Clay County Fair. We're in Great Jones County Fair for a long time, but all the entities of Iowa always comes back to here. This is where it originates.
So are you a long timer? Like, did you grow up coming? Like,
Yes.
Are you,
I was actually in a hot dog sticking machine right behind the pavilion when I was born. I was only 5 days old. My birthday is today, August 10th.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
1972. So
we
thank
should
you.
have brought some sake.
Yeah, you
man.
probably
Yeah.
should have. I'm going to do that later tonight. My wife was probably telling me I have to be at home by 6:30. That's like what she told me.
Oh, yeah.
And she says basically don't be late.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine, though. But no, I'm
You
a
specify PM or AM?
Yeah, I better be there.
Okay. I just wanted you
Or I
specific.
probably won't even be at the house.
Specifics are important.
Yeah. But I'm a fourth generation, and my kids are a fifth generation here at the Iowa State Fair.
Oh, wow.
We've been here since 1920, and there's a long story with us, plus everybody that knows the Campbell Concessions.
Yeah.
We have most of the corn dog stands here at the Iowa State Fair.
I was going to say, like, corn dog. Like, I
Yeah.
just think, so
Yeah.
going to a concert, and you always, so I grew
Yeah.
up showing cattle here, but
Yes.
you always went to the concert, and then you stopped by one of your concerts,
Yeah.
and you got a corn dog on, like, after you get done with the concert.
Well, if you're at the Iowa Beef Expo, we always have a place called the Bullpen, and
Oh,
everybody
yes.
at the Beef Expo knows the Bullpen. So that's part of our cafeteria that's going to be open tomorrow for the cattle shows. We don't have the bullpen during the Iowa State Fair, but in February, most people that are in the cattle business know the Bullpen.
Right.
Yeah, I know the bullpen.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so much fun. So, corn dogs always?
Corn dogs always. We also have the Boss Hog in our Coney Corner that we sell homemade tenderloins. We've always had the pineapple whip for many, many years. So I did Winnipeg, Calgary, and Edmonton, Canada for 21 years. So we did the whole Canadian circuit after World Pork Expo, and that's kind of we expanded our world and learned more. And so corn dog is our main business, but concerts and stadiums is our forte now. We do all kinds of things. We have a lot of employees. We have a very big company in different directions.
I got asked the question, it's like, how many days are you actually home?
Well, in the old days, I was on the road for almost 4 months. Not as bad as my grandfather. My grandfather was on the road about 8 months out of the year. And my mom and they have 7, 8 brothers and sisters. And, they only see him 3 months out of the year because he did Des Moines, Minnesota, Topeka, Oklahoma City, Shreveport, and Dallas, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So during the winter months.
Yeah,
They go-
but we were the corn.
You go south, yeah.
Well, we started corn dog in 1954. We sold to Pillsbury in 72, so we were the pioneer in the Midwest of the corn dog. We're the exact inventors. Barham family had a hot dog on a stick out of California. Started in 45. My grandfather was friends with them. We started in 54, and then Fletcher's down in Texas started a few years before that. But in the Midwest, we say we sell more corn dogs than anybody in the United States. Iowa is the number one selling corn dog spot, hands down. Every concessionaire knows it. Everybody in the State Fair knows it. Nobody sells as many corn dogs as the Iowa State Fair does.
So, is your...
We are a corn dog world,
Oh, for sure. Like,
hands down.
I
Oklahoma City was close. My grandfather used to tell me people in Oklahoma City love corn dogs, but in Iowa, they just love corn dogs.
I think
It's a tradition.
I don't think
That's
I
what
knew,
I'm saying.
besides the dairy barn, maybe. When I was growing up, I didn't really know at that time that there was other food at the state fair besides a milkshake and a corn dog.
Correct. I love the strawberry milkshakes. By the way
Yes.
there.
Oh,
Those
so
are my
good.
favorite.
Oh,
I have
they
my-
used to
I have my
milking
go-tos here.
cows over there.
Yeah, I have my go-tos.
Uh-huh.
But we've done so better of putting different variety of foods.
Yes.
We have restaurants now here in Des Moines. We have Destination Grill and Win and What You Smoking We have so many good entities of food now. We have good variety, and it makes the fair bigger and better every time. And we definitely, when I see the USA paper come out and say Iowa's only like the 8th or the 10th, it's not even true.
No,
It's they didn't ask me.
Yeah, I've been to every state fair.
Yeah,
and I played it a lot, and I know everybody that's in them. Iowa's in the top 3, guaranteed. And Minnesota per day is probably number 1 still, and you can't beat that. But Iowa and the Big E are number 1, number 2, hands down, and then the rest of them just fall between it.
so
Just because you have a bigger tennis doesn't mean that.
right.
Because we per day, per cap, for the state, we have a better tennis. We're eating fair. Minnesota, there's no comparison.
Alaska, no.
It's all right. Wisconsin State Fair, it's all right. But it's not Iowa. We sell more beer than Wisconsin State Fair. We sell more beer than Minnesota State Fair. People don't realize that. We sell more of everything than any per capita, any state fair in the United States.
Well, and then you think about
North
what
America.
our population is. That's why I think that you just have to
but it's fine because everybody has their niches and everybody's proud of their deal. But nobody is prouder. I tell you, Calgarians in Calgary do a very good job of shutting the city down and representing the fair.
Oh.
They're in my top 4 or 5 list.
Right. Well, think about it. Every single year since I've been coming. I've been coming here. This is my 5th or 6th year. So I came here in 21. Started.
Yeah.
I think every single year I always hear they break records. Like today's another record broke. Yeah. Every single year.
And we will, because our attendance in the state in Des Moines Proverbs and our surroundings, we're going to expand another 300,000 people. We will be 1 million people in Des Moines. Probably by 2020 with the surveys I've seen. And it makes sense.
Right.
Milwaukee, Ankeny, Norwalk, Carlisle, Des Moines, we'll be 1 million people. There's guaranteed we'll probably be at 1.5 million people in an 11-day. Minnesota's 12 days. They're at 1.7. So we're there.
Amazing.
That's so funny. So you said one of your secret spot, like you love the strawberry milkshake.
Yeah.
But if you have to get away from your own concessions, do you have another?
Yeah. So Beatties, I get the watermelon every day.
I love the watermelon. Okay.
So I go to Gary Beatties, I get my watermelon. I have my go-to. I try to get a ribeye with beef quarters, but the lines are always too much. Wayne, can you help me get to the back door quicker? But I have to have I don't sit down and eat, so I just want my kind of ham that has a little rib, is rib on a stick up there at the bud tent. I grab that coming down the hill. Yeah. I'm a grazer, but I don't want anything big. And, I just have my go-to. And then down at the depot, our beer joint. Yeah. We have quesadillas. They have steak sandwiches, shaved steak, like the Philly chicken. So I have some go-tos there that I get. And I normally eat there. And then in the grandstand, we have these things called the pizza pockets. So when I was growing up in the baseball world, I always liked pizza pockets. It's a deep-fried pizza in where you get the gas stations, but it's going to be a big hit at the Iowa State Fair this year at the grandstand. So pizza pockets is another go-to because it's kind of that food. It's pizza, it's cheese inside of it.
So you have to go into the grandstand? Mm-hmm. Oh, so while you're at a concert.
But it's a puff pastry with pizza in it.
Oh.
It's awesome. It's one of the best things. I grew up with it going to baseball fields in Iowa.
Oh, okay.
So I made sure I had that in there. So when I'm there, I could get a pizza pocket.
Go behind the stand. Hey,
they have it. I have a pizza pocket. They all know what I had. And I tell you, my number one go-to, and it's kind of just a tradition here at the Iowa State Fair, and it's at every ballpark, and everybody like it. I get an old beef Nathan's hot dog at Coney Corner. Don't eat it every day. But it's something that's simple. I don't get fries and all that stuff. I just get a Nathan's hot dog, grilled onions, got some mustard. It's really all it's all in there.
Kind of growing up. I love the grilled hot dog.
Yeah. It's a soft, and it's all beef. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And you're outside. It's like being at a ballpark.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Agreed.
That.
Yeah.
That's fun. So, what do you like to do? Like, what's your fair, you work, you're
working, right?
You're socializing.
It's my birthday. Usually the fair's during my birthday.
Yeah.
I don't know what I like. I really like the fair, and everybody knows it.
Yeah.
All these concessionaires know us.
You walk by, you probably can't go very far. They're like, Eric.
If you didn't, it's a lot of work. If you didn't like it, you wouldn't be here.
Sure.
And most people wouldn't do it.
Right.
Sure. Or everybody would do it.
Right.
They say they want to do it, but a lot of them couldn't do it. It's a different world.
Yeah.
Right. It's a different world. If you're brought up being a farmer, there's no different than farming in our world. You kind of have to be brought into it, and you have to have the equipment and all this stuff. I don't know if you can afford to be in it today. You can have one stand and kind of mess around with it, but to do what we do, it's like being a bigger farmer. With,
Well, but think about your
acres,
generations, right? They all made mistakes.
Oh yeah, we didn't have money when I was growing up.
Right? I mean, think about all the mistakes that are made. You don't make those mistakes anymore.
Yeah, we didn't have any. We were on a lot of budgets when we were growing up.
Right.
And we lived on freezers.
Yeah.
We didn't live in a hotel. We sleep on a freezer behind the pavilion. Cattle people, they have to sleep in
we slept above our cattle.
Correct. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Today, they are going to sleep above their
or
cattle.
Or the unair conditioned.
Correct. Youth in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unair conditioned. Big fans.
So, we'll just say other places probably wouldn't do that.
Yes.
Sure.
But we were used to it, and we were just raised on well water and I don't know.
Yeah.
Detasseling corn.
And you have a birthday, so that means the well water wasn't that bad.
Yeah, when you have to have long underwear detasseling or walking beans when you were growing up at $2.50.
Yeah.
You learn quick this is a better job than that.
For sure.
So either way.
For sure. So being somebody who serves food, loves to go around and have food, somebody who's coming to the fair, because we were talking about, like, we have a lot more people right now that are coming into one, like, married him. He had never been to the Iowa State Fair. And
I know.
So what's something, if you were just like, man, if you're coming to the fair, besides going to get a corn dog, because you should always have a corn dog. Yeah.
I will say this. Most fairs don't have the agricultural piece of it.
Yes.
The little hands-on farm and over here,
the little thing.
It's the youth, or not the youth inn, but by the bud tent behind there. If you go through the sheep barn, the hog barn, it's just the experience. Go through, the learning center. That's the Fargo. That's the learning center over there. The Elwell Center, the pies and the cakes. Go inside the building and look at the competitions. The arm wrestling, the pig calling.
Yes.
That's something you're never going to get.
Right.
You can see rides at a lot of other places. Not saying we don't have the best rides, but the food is number one, hands down. But just the agricultural part and just the diversity of what we have for competitions, most fairs don't have that. They're losing.
Like I going Pioneer Building. I always want to make sure I always see that.
He loves all
or the historical building.
And I know why. I love the smell of the kerosene and the diesel and everything. And then like on the DNR fish building.
Go to the train thing around the corner, the Snakes Alive, the train. You get to see all the miniature trains. A lot of places don't have those set up to see. If I was a 9-year-old boy or girl and I see these little trains going through mountains and there's smoke, man, that's kind of a cool deal.
Very cool.
The Sky Ride.
Yes,
we have everything here. We have the old mill. You can find your first love at 15, and give her your first kiss, whatever it is. There's a lot of stories and histories of that old mill. I can tell you. She
took me and I'm like, cool, it's a cool ride.
No, it's not really that cool.
And then
it's just a dark dungeon. I'm
like,
there's nothing here.
Oh, that's cool.
Because he grew up in Walt Disneyland.
I know, exactly.
You're by Magic Mountain.
But we all knew that we grew up here with that really bad.
Yeah.
I think if you had a date, this might be your first kiss.
You met,
Absolutely.
That's all I can tell you. So there's a lot of secrets on this.
We may have kissed in the middle just to make sure there was tradition.
The one experience that a lot of people will never understand is we have over 4,000 campers in the campgrounds. And we have 15,000 people that move in here and move out.
And build decks.
And they have their pre-parties.
Yes.
It's the most craziest experience that most people will never see.
This is their vacation.
And no fair has that.
Right.
There isn't one fair that has that. Minnesota doesn't have campgrounds like that.
Okay.
Dallas, Texas does.
And you pass it down generation to generation. So
I guess that the rule, or at the end of the day, as we can say, is the Iowa State Fair in tradition. This is why everything has to do with tradition.
Yeah.
My great-grandfather had his first corn dog here, and he wants to show his granddaughter the corn dog that he got to have 48 years ago. And all he wants to do is show her that that's what he had. And he maybe got his first pineapple whip in front of the grandstand. He goes, she goes, what's a pineapple whip? Until she tries, and he's like, oh, Grandpa, that's great. Or Grandma, whatever.
Yeah. Agreed.
I love that.
Yeah. It's all about experience. Everything has to do with tradition here. Everything does. It's really not that one food trumps any other food. It's just, sometimes I like regular Kraft macaroni and cheese. I don't like homemade macaroni at the farm.
Right.
Even though the farm mac and cheese is good, maybe my go-to is just Kraft macaroni and cheese because that's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
And there's probably a memory that actually corresponded with it.
Yeah. Or peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Yeah.
Does anybody eat peanut butter and banana? Well, a lot of Iowa people did. I like peanut butter and banana, and that's kind of a farm thing. You just I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, that flavor reminds me of home.
Yeah.
You don't get that anywhere else. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
so fun. Thank you. Well, thanks for joining us and being here.
Thanks, Brooks, wherever you're at. I'll get it
We
right.
appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
right.
thanks, and
A lot of
happy
tradition.
birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
I'm 54. I'm old now. I'm an old man.